All right, Herb Albert. You got to go. You're in the trunk. You are in the trunk. Today is Thursday. So we got to add this to the mix. Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. We don't have it? Yes, it's Thursday. Here we go. Let's roll back a little bit. We used to play this one every morning, and then we made a change. But here we go. Throwback Thursday, baby.
Con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare. Sono un italiano. Buongiorno Italia, gli spaghetti al dente e un partigiano come presidente. Con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, un canarino sopra la finestra. Buongiorno Italia con i tuoi artisti, con troppa America sui manifesti, con le canzoni, con amore, con il cuore, con più donne, sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano, lasciatemi cantare.
Delilah, right? Oh, God. You are something else. Italiano, vero. But what a nice song. For that Kawfee, you are herself.
Con la crema da barba la menta, con un vestito gessato sul blu e l'amo viola la domenica in TV. Buongiorno Italia col caffè ristretto, le calze nuove nel primo cassetto, con la bandiera in tintoria e una 600 giù di carrozzeria. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano.
All right. Here we go. 4 minutes until showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, here we go. Solo un italiano. And there you have it. That is our typical, was our everyday anthem, but we changed it up. The tech department wanted to make a change, so we had to change it up a little bit. All right, 4 minutes. 4 minutes until coffee talk, guys. Settle in. We will get the coffee ready and chat.
Same old stool, same old chrome and shatter. Coat on the hook like it doesn't even matter. Door swings wide and the night just steps aside when that first cup smiles at me. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the troubles come in small and the dreams pour out in big. Sugar on the counter, laughs floating over the rugged. Life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Frank on the box, humming low in the corner. Steam writes my name on the glass by the order. Jokes with the boss about yesterday's close call. He says, kid, you made it, you're here. That's all. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the worries shrink to crumbs on the plate beside the figs. Stories in the sunlight, stirring slow with every shrug. Yeah, life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Out on the avenue, they chase their noon. I got time on a spoon and a second cup too. Oh yeah, if the world goes fast, let it pass, let it spin.
I'll be right here every day.
I'll be right here where my day begins. Morning brew at Tommy Stigs, where the city takes a breath and the heart learns gentle gigs, quiet conversation,
beautiful,
and a wink, a nod, a shrug. Yeah, life feels large and lovely from a little porcelain mug. Just me and my view,
and that
first sip, cool and new. Another beautiful day coming up.
It is going to be a beautiful day
from a little porcelain
because I sit.
cup.
7 o'clock on the button. Who said it? Osada Treats, I am more consistent than the sunrise. Is that what that man said to me? I am more consistent than the sunrise. I believe those were his words. I can be wrong about that. I'm not sure. Let me get rid of the banner. Let's get this off the screen. Let's go on the screen. I need to know if the letters are the right way. Let me check here. Nope. You see, watch this. This is crazy how this works. Now we're good. Wow, it's unbelievable. I got all these different settings on here. It's really nuts. Okay, we have a problem. We have a dilemma. We are at a crossroads here, guys. And I must tell you what the dilemma is. Hold on. I can't see shit without my glasses. Hold on. We have a serious problem here. We have a problem. Well, we are in 4K right now. That's why. Let me fix this. We are in 4K, ladies and gentlemen. It's the clearest picture you're going to get. You're not going to get any more clear than this. But here is the dilemma. We have a dilemma. I think the chair's got to go now, guys, because look, how much longer can I keep it? It's shot. Can I leather repair the chair? I don't think I can do it. But first things first, let's have a sip of coffee. Delilah, where are you? Because this is straight up 4K resolution. You will not get any clearer than this picture is right now. This is what it is. This is, you're with me right now. The chair stays, but look, what do I do? What am I? You guys are making me hang on to this chair. I wanted to get rid of it 2 years ago. Arlene, I wanted to get rid of it 2 years ago. They won't let me part with it. I know we love the chair, Munchie. I've been doing shows in this chair for 5 years, but we got a problem, Bambi. But I started it here. Let me tell you what else happened in this chair. Oh, we're not going to talk dirty right now. We'll talk about that at another time. This chair has miles and miles and miles. a lot of miles on this chair. You want to hear some details? Keep the camera focused above the dilemma. Brooklyn, I don't know what to do. Tommy, there used to be a cross from shop right now behind the pizza parlor that repairs leather. I love this chair, but this is a problem. Guys, we may have to say bye to the chair. I don't know. Unless you guys are going to stage a protest on the stoop for the chair to stay, I'm not sure. Now, let me tell you what happened in this chair. I'm sitting here, and never mind. That's another story. I'm sitting here, and then all of a sudden, everything started shaking. And I felt like I had no control, enough said. Check this out, CG2. Brooklyn, listen to this. And I don't know where you guys were during this. We had an earthquake here. There's probably another clam chair I can get. I mean, it is cozy. Delilah's protesting on the stoop. Okay, let me pour a little more coffee. So I'm sitting here. All of a sudden, Delilah, Pete, I don't know if you remember this. Delilah, I had no control. I'm sitting here, Arlene, and everything starts shaking. And I said to myself, what is going on here? And I felt like I had no control. Now, I don't know if any of you have been through an earthquake. We had a little bitty one here, but it knocked this off the wall in the kitchen. What does it say there? One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. Let me read that. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. We had a little earthquake here, Cheech, and this fell off the wall. Now, I'm ready for death. We spoke about this. I don't care what my demise is. Whichever way my demise comes, it comes, or whatever. If I get the earthquake right now and I sink to the ground and I'm over, I'm over. I made my mark in this world. It's okay. I made I'm done. I'm good. I love life. I value life. I appreciate every day. But really, I don't fear death and I don't fear the end. So whatever my punishment's going to be, it's going to be. And that's what it is. It's already written. God has the plan. It's already written. Or it could be I get crushed. I get hit by a car to 74 busking while I'm picking the basil, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm sitting here and the earthquake, Delilah, and it knocked that off the wall. But I always say to myself, okay, one small positive thought in the morning could change the whole day. Yeah, Debs, it was small, but enough to shake things up over here. I mean, it felt like sound stopped. You were in Cape May. You remember when it happened, huh, Cheech? Oh, you were in Cape May. Debs, it was a freak thing. But here's the thing. You're right here, kind of like if you're on a roller coaster, you have no control about what's about to happen. So you just brace. So I braced and I felt that I had my world falling apart. I'm going down. Okay. Say the sign of the cross, and what will be, will be. The picture fell off the wall, Brooklyn. And then, sweetie, it passed and life resumed. Now, unfortunately, out there in, I believe, Venezuela, 32 dead already. Massive earthquakes, I believe. We had 4 earthquakes, I believe, here in the U.S. I'm not sure. So a very sad thing when you seem like you have no control. A very tough thing when it seems like you have no control. Now, one thing you do have control over is your YouTube channel. You own this thing. No, you don't. You don't own shit. But you are the proprietor of your channel, so to speak. Now, I've been on YouTube. This is Throwback Thursday. So I've been on YouTube, actively doing shows and stuff. I would say 5 or 6 years, something like that. But I have my YouTube channel. This was discussed in our group text this morning, I believe. I think Dean Du posted in the group text. Somebody had their show for 15 years. I may have had this channel for maybe 15 years. My first object for my YouTube channel had nothing to do with me. Nothing at all. My goal on YouTube was to get my son's wrestling matches out there into the world. I used it as a tool, an assistance tool for my son. So my son was a wrestler, and I would make the videos on YouTube and send them to colleges. And YouTube actually worked. It actually worked. So YouTube continues to be a positive editing on YouTube probably 15 years ago. And then, do you have your first video we can see? I got to look later, enough said. It's got to be a wrestling video or something. And then move along. And I have my own personal now success on YouTube. So, like I say about YouTube, you can use this in a positive way. You can use this in a negative way. That's totally up to you. This has been nothing but positive, with a positive thought every morning. Continues to be a very positive aspect of life for me. So I am grateful for YouTube that assisted in me being able to do videos to get my son into the college that he wanted to go to. That was my goal of YouTube. And now this is all gravy. This is all just extra. This is all bonus time on YouTube. Now, I wasn't going to let the channel sit there. I'm not a videographer type of guy. So I said, let me push the button. And here we are. So yeah, this is probably a 15-year-old channel, if that long. I don't know. And some of you have been with me the whole time. And for that, I do appreciate you for coming into our YouTube world. The silent one. I appreciate the fact that people show up every single day. So I just wanted to open with that positive message. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going backwards. We ain't stuck in a rut. We're continuing to grow nice and slow, Brooklyn. Just nice and slow. There's nothing stuck on YouTube. Everything's working well. We have got 60 new subscribers in the last 28 days, Arlene. Did you hear what I said? 60 plus subscribers in the last 28 days. Just by doing what? Being what? What do you attribute the success or the lack thereof of this YouTube channel? What is your observation on that, James Simpson? I'm gonna go with consistency. I'll go with consistency. We ain't going nowhere. Double negative means you're going somewhere. We're going. We hit 60 plus subscribers in the last 28 days. Ain't nothing stuck. There ain't no glitches. Get that out of your head. This is the glitches right here. We are the glitches. We are responsible, James Simpson, for the growth of our channels. Nobody else. There's nothing stopping anybody. There's no resets. There's none of that fucking bullshit. You either can do this thing or you cannot do it. It's very, very simple. Very, very basic. Very, very, very basic. Now, today we're talking Kevin Connolly, a wonderful man. I happen to really like Kevin Connolly. I think he's a great guy. Great conversations with him. I remember he called me up. I was in ShopRite. He said, "This is Kevin. We need you to help out with the podcast. Would you like to, can you help us out with the podcast?" I said, "Kevin, you're in Hollywood. You need my help over here in Belleville, New Jersey. You're in Hollywood producing movies like Gotti, and you need me?" And we had a little conversation back and forth. And Joey asked me to call you. And here we are. All right, Kevin. Kevin's a great kid. A lot of shit happened over there, so we're going to leave that there. But he really is a great kid, Sweet Tea. The Kevin Connolly is a great kid. All right, let me jump out to Belleville for a quick minute. Today they graduate high school. It's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. These are the mugs that my daughter made for all of the residents of Belleville, New Jersey. She made these as a business. She bought a machine, and she sold these to the whole city of Belleville. Many, many people in Belleville have these mugs. They have coffee every day with a mug that Toriana made for them. Belleville is that's the thing right there. And then we will go back here. It's a Belleville thing you wouldn't understand. So salute to all the Belleville graduates today at 9 a.m. ceremony today. Salute, Belleville, sending wonderful kids out into the world. They are a great group of kids. I'm going to miss some of these kids. One Italian. They graduate late. They graduated too. Really? Yeah. Uh-huh. Blue and gold is Belleville Mustang. That's correct. Yes. This is black and gold. Arlene, did you comment on my jacket? Did you say something about my jacket, Arlene? Brian Cavoisier. Yeah. Yeah. Little Stig. She's a hustler. My kids will always find a way to make a buck. I taught them that. Find a way, guys. If there's a need out there, cater to it. Don't wait for it to come to you, because it ain't coming. Just you can't just wait for it to come your way. It's not coming, guys. Get it out of your thick skulls. It's not coming. Yes. Another beautiful day's coming up from a little porcelain cup. That's the Game of Death outfit. Okay. All right. That's it for Belleville. Salute, Belleville kids. Good luck in the world out there. Don't go on the path I went down, because as you're graduating right now, my mind was definitely not on that cap and gown. I had no idea my next outfit would be an orange jumpsuit, but that's another topic. That's a whole other situation. As we sat there with the cap and gowns, I said, I got to get out of here. I got things to do. Get this cap and gown off me. I got to go. The world awaits the arrival of Tommy Stigs. It's go time, motherfucker. It's go time. And what did I do? I went and gone right to a fucking jail cell is what I did. I did go right from the field at Belleville High School into Judge Falcone's courtroom. What are you going to do? These things, they do happen. But I had no desire to be at that thing right there. And that would be, how many years ago did we graduate, ALV? LV, how many years ago did we walk out across the thing over there? How many years ago was that? We graduated when? Saw Chelly. What a disturbing picture yesterday. Hold on. I'm not noticing that. The banner matching. It did not match. 39 years ago, what? Wow. Are you planning the 40th or what? We should have it now. We should have it now, ALV. We got people going to jail for 15, 20 years. We got a lot of shit happening with our class. I know. The banner's not out. I know. And I'll tell you why, Delilah. I can't match it. Look. Oh, are we close? Delilah, give me a thumbs up on the closeness right there. What are you going to say? What do you think? What's your thoughts? I couldn't find one to match. Are we good there? Would you say yes? We got all kinds of colors going on this morning. I'm feeling great today. I hope you are. You're out of the reunion. You're having yours in September. Where are you guys having it, Pete? You got guys going away for 20 years as well. No. 10 years. Where is are you having it? This is better, Delilah. Arlene says yes. All right. Well, no, they got 7 years yesterday. Shush. 7 years yesterday. My glasses broke. I can't see, so please forgive my typos. You broke your glasses? That is a serious problem. That is a serious problem. Yeah, we got a couple of 15 years. Chandelier, I absolutely love it. How do we not have it at the Chandelier? Now, listen. The high school is graduating at 9 a.m. this morning in Belleville. Michael's Roscommon House is opening up at 11. Very nice. And I'll be in Belleville around, I don't know when. Mr. Girard, the senior senator of the social club. Here's a thought. A brick banner with white writing, and it will match everything. No problem. Well, all I do is push this back a little bit, you see? and then it's hard to. That's a little better, right? Is that a nicer look? Yeah. Maria looks beautiful today. I'm not sure I like the polka dots. Wait a minute. Maria changed her clothes. What the fuck? Maria, you don't think I see? Maria went from yellow to orange this morning. I see everything. Maria, ma che cazzo fai? Ma che bella. What happened to you? You had yellow on. Maria La Rosa changed her clothes from yellow to orange. How do I know that? Because I'm a visual man. We're going to talk Kevin Connolly this morning, guys. We're going to get into a little Kevin Connolly conversation. This guy has a great story, I think. I hope he gets flowers. I worked with this kid. I hope he gets flowers today. Let's see. I hope he gets it. I hope he gets flowers, man. I could be totally wrong, but he is a great kid. Kevin Connolly. He directed Gotti. We're going to get into all of this. Hold on a minute. But I wanted to touch on the growth of your channel, Brooklyn Sorcelli. I wanted to touch on the growth of your channel. Right. Yes. Because we're doing good. We're doing nice. He directed the second Gotti. It was an absolute disaster. Well, he was too young for the other one. He was probably 10. He directed the Gotti with John Travolta, the disaster. Well, he's in Hollywood. I didn't work with him. We worked together on Joey's podcast. We did shit together on Joey's podcast. Neither of us are, well, I'm just a moderator, but neither of us are involved in any of it anymore. Do they even do it anymore? I don't even know. The second one. It's bad. Ugh. My school colors were also blue and gold. Very nice, Mustang. Oh, that's a horrible movie. It's got Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, 18. That's correct. Yes. A very nice guy at the butcher shop. Friends with daughter makes an Italian dish for us. Oh, that's nice. The disaster. Did I say disaster? Brooklyn, did I say disaster or did you say disaster? Who said disaster? You said it, Brooklyn. I didn't say it. Oh, does it say 1998? Oh, I made a mistake then. All right. I made a mistake with that. Okay. Yes. Yep. Good catch. 1998. Imagine. All right. Let's get into Kevin Connolly. Let's do it. Yes, that's a mistake on the thumbnail. Yep. All right. Here we go. We're going to talk a little bit about Kevin Connolly. Get ready. Settle in. 37 seconds. Warm up the Kawfee.
It's the Tommy Stigs Show in 3, 2, 1.
Well, I definitely said it, but the data will tell you just as much. Okay, Kevin Connolly from Entourage. Let's check out Kevin Connolly from Entourage real quick. One of my favorite guys ever. Now look at this dirty motherfucker. Now let me explain to you something about Entourage. It was one of my favorite shows. And when it came on, me and my friends were saying to each other, if one of us hits it, this is how we're going to be living. Now, you got to understand something. In the show Entourage, they came from Queens. They came from some humble beginnings. And they didn't give a fuck. They were riding the wave. However far it went, it went. They lived a life. They leased everything. They got Hummers. They got Cadillacs. They got Lincolns. They got houses. They didn't give a fuck. Because they came from humble beginnings. So here, NJ, wise guy, is this douchebag Ari Gold, your sister's, yes, trying to fuck with Eric a little bit. Let's see what it is.
How long you been out here? How long?
14 months.
14 months. What were you doing back there? Back on the East Coast?
Managing an Italian restaurant.
There you go. Now, if I was opening a pizzeria, then you and I could work together. Eric, I know you mean well. You're Vince's friend and you want to protect him against making a bomb. Bombs are bad. They kill your career, right? Wrong. You know what kills your career? Passing on a hit.
All right, don't blame me if you can't get your client to do what you want him to do.
I resent this. I don't have dinner with people like you. I don't do it. I don't do this. You think Hugh Jackman calls me up and goes, hey, all right, listen, love the script, but I got to run it past my pizza boy. I've been doing this for 15 years, okay? What the hell do you know?
So he's treating him like a fucking piece of shit is what he is doing. So he's treating Eric like a piece of shit, but he's not understanding the neighborhood connection. You see, that's something that people will never understand. The neighborhood connection. E and Vince were paisans. You weren't going to break that. So Eric is like, well, fuck you. Yeah, I worked in a pizzeria. So fuck you. And that dirty motherfucker Ari is saying to Eric, I don't sit with people like you. Not you dirty bastard. That's the Hollywood guy and the Queens guy talking. It's crazy because now Kevin Connolly ends up in Hollywood and that's everything goes from there. Bop, 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 bop. Let's talk about Eric. Film producer and executive producer credits: Lice, The Book of Love, Consumed, Big Shot, Victory, The Product, Fantasy Life. Featured in films. Feature? Okay. In addition to producing, Connolly has taken on the director's chair for several feature films. He's taken on the director's chair in Gotti, 2018, Dear Eleanor, 2016, and Gardener of Eden, 2007. Director Kevin Connolly did not face any on-set cast and crew controversies, but the 2018 Gotti biopic itself experienced a notoriously turbulent, prolonged development. His primary challenges while producing Gotti were severe pre-production hurdles in the universally panned final product. His primary issues on the Gotti movie include a tortured development. Before Kevin Connolly signed on to do the Gotti with John Travolta, the film spent 7 years in development hell. It cycled through several directors, including Barry Levinson and Nick Cassavetes, and reportedly accumulated nearly 44 producers, causing numerous delays and production reshuffle. Skepticism as a director. Coming directly from an acting background, most famously playing E on HBO's Entourage, Kevin Connolly faced immediate industry and public doubt regarding his ability to direct a massive star-studded mob drama. Critical demolition. Once released, the film was brutally reviewed by critics, famously earning a rare 0% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The film was widely criticized as a disjointed mess and a hagiographic, overly sympathetic portrayal of the infamous mob boss. A box office flop. The film was a financial disaster, making only a fraction of its estimated $10 million budget at the domestic box office. Let me explain to you something. No. I don't. It costs $10 million. Apparently, it cost $10 million to make, and they got $4 million in revenue. Yeah. Yes. So that's what happened there. Okay. Kevin Connolly as an American actor and director, best known for HBO series Eric Murphy. He was Eric Murphy. A few fun and interesting events. Early star power. His classmates voted him most likely to be famous and crowned him homecoming king in 1991. Childhood commercials. He began in commercials for Chips Ahoy, Rocky IV. Long before Entourage, she made his feature film debut in 1990 as Chicky Gowski in Rocky V, a character who famously gets into a fight with Sylvester Stallone's on-screen son. Okay, so he was in Rocky V. That's where we started. He almost turned down his famous role. He had actually retired from acting by the time Entourage was created, but decided to come back after learning the character of Eric Murphy was written specifically for him. He's a dedicated Islanders fan He's a director. He's a comic book buff. Let's go through some. So far, the kid gets flowers. John Travolta film was accurate. I said this 1,000 times. That should have been a documentary from the family instead of a movie. Because as a documentary, Delilah, second to none. And John Travolta did look good as a Gotti. Hello, Miss Sunrise Dawn. John Travolta did look good as John Gotti. However, I said it when I went to see it with my mother and my brother on Father's Day, the year it came out. It should have been billed as a documentary. They were too overpowering on him. He actually had a nervous breakdown on the film on that. So I'll go with that. Okay, we have problems now. I think the flowers might not be handed out. I'm not, Eric. Kevin, if you're watching, I told him I was doing this show. He said, send me the link to the show. I told him I was doing it. If there's some bad things, Brooklyn, there's nothing I can do about it. What can I do? Always a gentleman to me. So what the fuck? How do you go about this? Let's get into some bad facts, sad facts about Kevin Connolly. Oh boy. Here we go. The most notable controversies and difficult aspects of his public life. Kevin Connolly's personal and professional life involves several well-documented controversies, including allegations of severe misconduct. Okay, that's business. A highly utilized public split from an ex-girlfriend and a widespread podcast and wage theft accusations. Okay, criminal stuff. All right, that's that right there. Hey, Polak, good to see you. 2005 sexual assault allegations. In 2020, former assistant costume designer publicly accused Connolly of rape. The alleged incident occurred during the wrap party from his 2005 directorial debut, The Garden of Eden. Through his representative, Connolly acknowledged the encounter occurred, but adamantly denied that it was anything other than consensual encounter. Okay, so who knows? Who knows? Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn, you have a great day. God bless you. Thank you for stopping by. 90s love triangle. Connolly experienced a highly publicized breakup with his unhappily ever after co-star Nikki Cox. He revealed he was gutted when he discovered she had started dating a new man while working directly alongside both of them on the set. You dirty whore. Podcast and wage theft. Theft claims in 2004, Connolly faced heavy backlash on platforms like Reddit from multiple personalities, including the podcast space, including the wife of NFL quarterback Matthew Stafford and Barstool Sports personalities. The accusers allege that Connolly's former podcast network withheld earned merchandise revenue. Injuries on the set while filming Entourage. He broke his leg. Bop, bop, bop. So overall, apparently there was a big party that he had sex with a woman at. She claimed it was not consensual. He claims it was consensual. No charges were ever brought. It was unfounded. It did not go to court. So what do you do in a case like that, guys? Listen to me. Can I ask you, ladies, gentlemen, Dave T, Polak, CG2, Debs, Sorcelli, what happens in a case like that? She alleged that he forced her. He was exonerated or not founded of that. So what do you do with this? Just because he was accused? They were at a rap party. They were drinking. They were partying. They had sex. He claims consensual. She claims non-consensual. Well, AOV, that happens every day. That's a normal thing in life. It's just a matter of consensual or not consensual. One-night stands happen every day. And they're kind of fun. But why not? This is the world we're in, AOV. A lot of people are doing it. He said, she said, and the truth lies somewhere in between. She said it and didn't go along with it. It's called lust. Okay, so what are we going to do with that part of it? Without that, do we give him flowers? The kid's been working hard since he was on a Chips Ahoy commercial. Well, for you, one night stands. It's a different world you're in. You're in a different world. You're in your world. In other worlds, it might be a little different. What the fuck are you going to do? Would you let him date your daughter knowing he was accused? No. Nope. Nope. The answer is no. And that doesn't mean he's guilty. That's just, of course, that's a dad instinct. 100%, Pete Rizzo. That is a dad instinct. I would say the answer would be no to that. I'll give you a no to that. Without that, you give him flowers for his work, Munchie says. I should ask him to come on. Talk about this. If you're watching, Kevin, I'm going to send this to you. I'm sending this to you, Kevin. If you're watching, I want to see what your thoughts are. Anyone could accuse anyone of anything. So we don't know. So what do we do with that? Unfounded AOV? We wouldn't let him date your daughter with an allegation like that because there's plenty of fish in the sea. But do we discredit him as a man because of this allegation that was unfounded and not taken to court? Oh my God, it's so hard. I think people get accused of things all the time. And some of the times they're unfounded. If nothing come out of it and he was not charged at all, then we really don't know. I say flowers. He wasn't charged. Yeah, but that's the whole scene, AOV. We're not in that. They're doing coke. They're no, I'm not saying he's doing coke. They're partying. They got coke. They got drugs. They got booze. They got happy times. They got dancing. They got money. We're not there. I'm saying they're partying. They're out, and you're both single and you hook up with somebody. It's a natural thing, kind of in that Hollywood lifestyle or any nightlife lifestyle. All right. Right, so unfortunately, and fortunately in the world, I can go to the bar across the street, hang out for a few hours, and you never know what happens. Maybe she regretted her decision of going with him. It's so hard to say because maybe a lot of you have not been in that environment, and I understand that. It might be hard to make you understand, but having been in this environment of these out at night and people out and party and drinking, happy, this and that. Kevin, I think I'm going to give you the flowers, kid. I like you as a person. You're a great dad. He's a great dad. He is a great dad. That's a fact. I know that for a fact. He's a very, very hard worker. He worked hard on Entourage. He worked hard on Gotti till they broke him. He worked hard on Joey Molino's podcast. He was always working hard. So I don't know. Kevin Connolly, I think I'm giving you flowers, but you ain't dating my daughter, as Pete Rizzo says. As Pete Rizzo says, no, we're not having the date. Okay, I'll give you that, Pete Rizzo. I do like that observation, though. That is a great one. That really is a good one, Pete. That was right on point, man. That was really, you really got it good there. I like it. I like it. All right. We will continue shortly, guys. We will be right back.
By the record machine, I knew he must have been about 17. He was strong, playing my favorite song, and I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah me. And I could tell it wouldn't be long that he was with me, yeah me. you home where we can be alone. And next we're moving on. It was with me, yeah, me. Next we're moving on. It was with me, yeah, me. Singing, I love rock and roll. And I'm down in the dream of baby. I love rock and roll. Don't think I'm that dance with me.
That's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy, say, send the AC till you down on the upper, and it's sure to be a changing way. The big cheerleader, that's the real big leader, but flies like a reminisce. And the best thing, love it, but the sister and it comes, and it started with a little
I like this. What a great song. Run DMC taking us back, way, way, way back. Wow. How far are we going back with that one there? We're going way back with that one right there. That's, I don't even know what year that might be. I got to tell you, I don't even know what year that is. Who the fuck knows? Unbelievable. Great stuff, though. Excellent stuff. It really is. We're never going to see things like that again. We're never going to hear. Would you call it music? I don't know. Would you call it music? Munchie. Munchie. Brooklyn, as soon as Tommy is over, are going to sleep. All right. 1986, Siggy. Wow. What do you want to do? Bullet points? Sentencing in Belleville, New Jersey? Catholic minute? Machiavelli minute? What says you? Whatever the woman answers first. Sentencing in Belleville, New Jersey? Machiavelli? Catholic or bullet points? Come on, the first woman that mentions gets it. Woo, let's go. 80s, yeah, it was good stuff. First woman that mentions gets it. It's all about the girls. We are. It's not a sausage factory over here. We got women here. We got women in this chat here. It's not all men over here. We got the ladies here. You want Machiavelli? Well, you got it. You want Machiavelli? You said it. You're getting it. Okay, let's go Machiavelli over here. Yeah. You got 20 minutes. Try and fit it in. I can fit everything in 20 minutes. What do you mean? Come on. Let's see what Machiavelli says, huh? Nick M. 20 minutes. Try and fit it in. All right, we'll get it. We'll get it. Sorry I'm late. There's no such sorries over here, you Barry. Come on. You come in when you could come in. I'm not going to tell you watch on the replay because ain't nobody watching replays. Well, some people do watch replays, actually. I don't feel that it's desirable enough to get a replay. I mean, really. This is a live show. All right, let's go. Let's do a little Machiavelli. Yes, here we go.
Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Niccolo Machiavelli. I step inside where the cold truth cuts so carefully. Tommy Stigs explores the sinister mind of Niccolo Machiavelli.
It looks like this one has to do with emotional discipline. I have no idea what's up there, producers. What'd you put up there, producer? Let's see what we got, Dave T. I don't know. Let me see if these glasses are better. These are the brown shade. No, I like the dark. I like gray better. I don't like brown. That's gray. Because I need the little tint on my glasses. It works out better. Okay, let's check out the Machiavelli minute for today. It has to do with, it looks like, emotional discipline. How do you feel about emotional discipline? Some people don't have it. They just can't control themselves. They don't have emotional discipline. Right. You know, there's those people that watch you and they reference you without saying your name because they're cowards. They reference you without saying your name because they're cowards. They lack emotional discipline. and they would not make it in a lot of ways in the world. Emotional discipline. You see that? Emotional discipline. Watching a show, referring to it without referring to their names. You're a coward. A half a fag, phonoikia, coward. If you can't mention names when you reference. I don't give a fuck. I'll mention names if I reference somebody. I will say it specifically. There's no guessing. What are you going to have people guessing? 2 or 3 people understand what you're talking about? Say a name or shut the fuck up, you half a fag. You sound like a fag with a frog in your throat. Speak it. Emotional discipline. Machiavelli viewed interpersonal conflict as a battlefield of power, perception, and strategy. To handle bossy, overbearing people, he advised mastering your emotion using strategic silence, projecting unwavering confidence, and outmaneuvering them quietly rather than engaging in direct emotional warfare. They have no self-control. Emotional discipline. The Machiavelli playbook with emotional discipline. People thrive on eliciting a reaction. They use aggression to test your control. Got it, baby. Machiavelli emphasizes that when someone loses their cool, their strategic thinking diminishes. Instead of showing frustration, respond with calm neutrality. Note your perspective. To neutralize their attempts to control you, they have controlled you. When you mention them, either by name or not, they own you. Weaponizing strategic silence. In a power dynamic, every time you defend yourself or explain your feelings, you give the other person control. Machiavelli argued that going silent is the most potent counterstrike. By not engaging in their games, you become unreadable. Let your silence be calm, deliberate, and final to remove the control that they crave over you. Master perception and set boundaries. People judge what they see first rather than reality. These people will push until they meet clear limits. Machiavelli advised being kind but firm, making your boundaries clear, set your limits quietly without guilt or lengthy negotiations. That's kind of like you're dead to me, and let your actions speak your words. Treat relationships as strategic partnerships. Acknowledge human nature as it is, not as you wish it to be. If a person is a superior or colleague, Machiavelli would suggest assessing whether you can align your interests with theirs. By making yourself indispensable, you shift the balance of power so that they must respect your autonomy, rather than simply boss you around. All right, so that is your Machiavelli minute. It's more about self-control, I guess you can say. It's about self-control, self-discipline. Many lack it, and that's it's a weakness of theirs. That's a weakness. I wouldn't make it in many aspects of life. It's not good to keep your frustration. Well, it's not good to spread it on YouTube though, as well, Arlene. You can direct it somewhere, but not to an outside entity, basically, Arlene. Sure. If you're talking on the phone with somebody daily about somebody else, they own you. If you're referencing, did you see that today? Did you see what she said? They own you. They got you. If 2 or 3 people are on the phone talking about one person, you got them. You consume their space. You got their brains. They're empty souls. They have nothing else. So Nick M is calling Barry saying, did you see what Stigs was talking about today, that dirty motherfucker? I own you, Barry. And Nick M. If right. If Osada, if Deb Roberts references me to someone, right, I own Deb Roberts. Now, that could also work in a positive way. Did you see how good Osada's show was today? Barry saying to Nick M, did you see how good Osada? That was great. That was fun. We were laughing. That was great. Now, that's a positive. That's positive. All right, so here we go. Catholic Minute. I have no idea what we're talking today. Let's get Catholic for a quick minute here. Munchie, I think you left and went to sleep, but we're going to do this anyway. Here we go. Let's get Catholic right now.
He speaks of the blessed ones, faithful lives we've told for our heart. To Stigs, Catholic Minute, reading so.
Okay, the Catholic Minute, June 25th, is primarily celebrated as the feast day of St. William of Vercelli, also known as St. William of Monte Vergine. He is an Italian abbot and the founder of the congregation of Monte Vergine. Here are the key details about Sante William. Before we do that, we must bow our heads for 1 minute. If you don't mind, can I have your silence for 1 second, Nick M? Just for 1 second, I want to do a quick prayer. Can I get a prayer hand from somebody in the chat? If you acknowledge that we're going to prayer for a quick moment. A prayer hand in the chat, please, if you don't mind. Somebody put it there. Otherwise, we're going to go back to motherfucking people and doing this and that. What are we going to do here? Come on. We didn't even curse once today. I'm going to do it anyway. You could keep your prayers. There you go. Delilah gave one. All right. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Prayers out to Venezuela. 32 dead so far at my last reporting. You never know when the end is coming. It could be in 10 minutes. It could be a minute. It could be 30 seconds from now. It can be the end of one of us. So keep it positive. Here are the details about St. William. Life and legacy. Born in Vercelli, Italy around 1085. He became a hermit, pilgrim, and abbot. After living a life of extreme penance and solitude, he established the Abbey of Monte Vergine. Patronage, the patron saint of Eprini, Italia. Very nice. Attributes. In religious art, he is often depicted with the wolf and a crosier, honoring a legendary miracle in which he tamed a wolf that killed his donkey. Depending on the specific regional and diocesan calendar, June 25th may also be commemorated as the feast of Saint Day of Prosperous of Aquitaine, a 5th century theologian and disciple of St. Augustine, known for his defense of Orthodox Christian grace against Pelagianism. So there you go. You got your Catholic Minute right there. I kind of like it. Wow. Took the wolf away from the donkey. That's unbelievable. So that is Catholic Minute for June 25th. What are we doing here? We ain't stopping. Let me change this avatar. Let's get back to here. And it is Thursday. So we got to put on the John Gotti leisure suit from 1976. And where were you in 1976? Wait a minute. What was 1976? Bicentennial, your sister's centennial. What was 1976? I was 7 years old. What was it? I just remember people celebrating pots and pans. I don't fucking know. It was July 4th in 1976. I was in Belleville, New Jersey on the stoop. We're watching fireworks. Maybe I was at Belleville High School. I don't even remember. Watching fireworks and pots and pans and fireworks and fucking craziness. 1976. What was it? Can somebody tell me? You was 10 years old. I was 7. I liked the Steelers. And I liked the Yankees because I was not allowed to like the Metropolitans. So we were not allowed to like the Metropolitans in our home. I only got my news from Kiner's Corner. That was the only way I got Metropolitan news on Channel 9. Right after every Metropolitans game, we had a guy called Kiner's Corner, and he would give you a breakdown of what it was. You were 8 living in Yonkers. Wow, Yonkers. Great place. Great place. We had an aunt in Yonkers. What the fuck was her name? Oh my God. We used to go see her in Yonkers. Yes. We had an aunt out there in Yonkers. Crazy. Nice place. All right. All right. Let's go down a couple of 3 bullet points right now. We're just going to go right down the list here. Earthquake. I talked about it. I've been there. Trump, the orange kid from Queens, says they're robbing you. It's got nothing to do with me. Trump says your gas, ladies and gentlemen, should be $2.25 a gallon. Based on his calculations, he said that the oil companies are robbing you and that gas should be $2.25 a gallon, not where it is right now. That was Trump's calculation as of this morning. John A. Light held without bail. He is a threat to the community and a flight risk. They're holding John A. Light without bail. The charges seem to be pretty bad, pretty good to keep him in, and pretty bad for what he did. So good, let the rat motherfucker burn in the cell. All right, so that's John A. Light. He's in the cell. He ain't moving. He's wearing orange, and he's been defeated. So that's where he's at. He's been defeated, and that's that. Oh my God, Osada, that's great. Oh, who made that? You made that, AOE? That's fucking awesome. That is great. Nick, have a great day. The case in Belleville. I don't think we need to talk about the sentencing in Belleville. Okay. A couple of other things over here. Many people. Now you're at the table, Arlene. You're at the table with your group of guys and things go wrong. And you kind of push that guy at the table to the side because you feel a certain way about him. And that's no problem. For many individuals, Brooklyn, for many individuals, Delilah, you got pushed to another table. Now, many people do not see what you bring to the table until they see you at another table making positive things happen. They're not even thinking about you. They went to the other table because you didn't want them at your table, and great things are happening at the other table. 60 plus subscribers in 28 days at my table. It's going good. Very, very slow. The grass, that greener grass on the other side, that is dead weeds, my friend. You're playing with dead weeds. Tumbleweed. Right? Over here, we got flourishing basil at this table. This table continues to grow. The social club is adding tables. Many people do not see what you bring to the table until they see you making magic at another table, not even thinking about you. The grass is not greeny on the other side. It is weeds. $86,000. What the fuck? Humble little home here in the Belleville-Nutley border. 3-bedroom, 1-bath home, modest house. Listed the house, I'm going to say, I'm not sure about the number, 800,000, whatever it was. $86,000 over asking price in this little Essex County area. I think it's $886,000 for a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home to be in this area. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Unbelievable. Lucky Luciano said about the whores. See, Lucky Luciano was a whore master. Not many people know that. This man was big in prostitution. His nightlife was out of control. He was banging broads left and right. Lucky Luciano was playing that game. What did Lucky Luciano say? If you have a lot of what people want and can't get, then you could supply the demand and shovel in the money. Speaking of women, you dirty motherfucker, because he was a whore master. He was big on prostitution. If you have what they want and they can't get it, you will shovel in the money for those that desire. Now, unfortunately, Lucky Luciano had all those whores hooked on heroin. Not a good man. And you guys that glorify these mafia guys, you're jerk-offs. You are jerk-offs. No glorification. Only thing I will say about my respect towards anybody in any aspect of that life is their ability to stand up and not dime out when the shit hits the fan. Other than that, that's a demonic lifestyle, and that is the way it is. But if you are a stand-up guy and you stick to your core principles, you get my respect. Not in a real honorable way, so to speak, somewhat of an honorable way. But if you are a stand-up guy and you stand up to what you signed up for, you're going to get some respect from me. That's just the way I feel it. That's the way I think. That's the way I think. Looking for what will work on YouTube. Why? Where are you going? Let's try this. Maybe this will work. Let's try that. Maybe that'll work. Let's try this. Let's do it. Come on, guys. This is YouTube. It's you. This is you. This is it. This is what's going to make it work. Or not work in my case. I'm not looking for anything to make work. I'm just coming on every day. But the only thing to make it work is your ability to deliver such and such a topic. That is it. Everything else is secondary. Try this, try that. So, okay, you get a video. You get 1 million views on a viral video. Now you got to keep up to that pace. Can you do it? Mr. Beast took a big hit. Mr. Beast, incredible young guy, New Jersey. Fucking killed it on the internets. Down. His views are down. Millions and millions and millions of views. Now you got to compete with yourself to be better than you were yesterday, to get better views. Okay, wow, I hit it big this week. What a great show that was. And then what? Back to the same fucking shit. Same thing here. We'll get a blockbuster show. I don't get too excited and happy about it. Expectations are none. So whatever we get, we get. I don't know. Good Samaritan out there in the Bronx tried to break up a fight, got stabbed. Mind your own fucking business. Two people were fighting in the Bronx. Guy tries to break them up. The guy gets sliced. The other 2 people walk away. You got to be a jerk off. Who are you that you're going to stop? Do you understand what happens when you get into a fight with somebody, the adrenaline that kicks in? Sometimes they're uncontrollable. They feel no pain, and they will just keep going like a pit bull when they want to bite. Right. Like a Rottweiler when they want to bite, they just grip, and you're done. Stay out of the fights. Who are you trying to break up a fight? Now, if you got some mace on you or some fucking pepper spray, whatever, you want to break it up to fight that way. Otherwise, please mind your fucking business. Mind your business. You don't want to be a witness and you don't want to get hurt. So the guy in the Bronx that was trying to be a good Samaritan got sliced himself. Unfortunately for that kid. That's terrible. Don't blame YouTube for lack of views and lack of sub growth. Nobody is shadow banning you. Everything on here is performance based, and the spaces that you are in and the people that you hang with. You want to stifle your channel? Hang out with people that channels are stifled, so to speak, that are stuck. If your channel is stuck, understand. It might be because you're hanging around with other people that their channels are actually stuck. I hang around with nobody. So whatever it is, it's up to me. If my channel is stuck, it's me. I have nobody promoting me, nobody throwing me flowers, nobody saying, go watch this. I don't have any of that. Nothing at all. I'm standing alone. I'm pushing the button. I'm doing this. And that's that. So you can't, it's all, but this is performance based. There's nobody stuck you. There's no glitches. There's nobody stifling you. There's no fucking shadow banning. Cut out the fucking bullshit and talk alone. Good Samaritan, he got it. And I'm sorry to say he got sliced. Okay, the Gen Zs of the world. Are you Gen Z? I hope you're not a Gen Z, you, or you. Well, I hope you're not this Gen Z. Gen Zs are having a hard time. They're feeling that their lives are lacking purpose. This is interesting. The chat's not fucking moving here. It's only moving on the thing over there. It's not moving here. Let me fix this here. Gaudy Knights was on last night. James Proctor was a guest. But too many people, and he couldn't talk, and just Too much going on. Interfering, interrupting. Let somebody talk when they're on as a guest. Let them fucking talk. Other people, it becomes a non-conversation. Because anyway, what are you gonna do? Gen Z, is it you? Arlene, who is it? Brooklyn? Are you Gen Z, Brooklyn? I'm not sure if you are. I love how that light goes off for that right there. Oh wow, chat stuck. Look at that. It just came back. The chat just came back. How much it? You're Gen X, like me. All right. I'm Gen X. So we're Gen X. Yes. Okay. Gen Z is having a hard time. They feel like their lives lack meaning, purpose, and the reason is this. These are the ones that the parents put in front of a screen, a tablet, watching Dora the Explorer. They put him in a swing. They put him in front of the TV watching Blue's Clues, and they went off and did what they wanted to do. And this is the problem. The lack of interaction as these Gen Zs had, they are the scrolling, they are part of the scrolling society. They seem lost because now they look out into the real world that they don't know how to act. They don't know how to talk. Gen X is the best. Brooklyn, people our ages put their kids in front of a screen on a swing and the tablets and this and that. Sorry, guys, I didn't do that. My kids had interaction at all. 4 years old, my son was wrestling. What'd you say? Wrestling. 4 years old, wrestling, fighting with a singlet on, going to battle at 4. Playing baseball, pitching at 6. We were out. Every season you had to do something. There's no sitting around. There ain't no sitting around. Toriana, get out there. We're going to do this. We're going to cheer. We're going somewhere. Pack up the diaper bag. We're out of the house. We're going to the beach. We're going to the park. We're going to we're going to grandma's house. We're going everywhere. Every day. I raised them with activities, interactions. And now my kids are able to be ambitious. And the problem is with this Gen Z as a whole, as a majority, unfortunately, they're stuck with the scroll. They feel worthless. Well, of course they feel worthless. You gave them a false sense of attention. All they were doing is viewing. They weren't talking. It's Pete, participate. Yeah. My son's like, I didn't take first. I don't want that trophy. So Gen Z is having a hard time. They lack meaning, purpose, and both mindlessly just scroll. They lack meaning and purpose. And because they're the scrolling kids. This is a result of the screens. So that's where we're at. Very sad. We got gridlock alert around here today. We're going to have a serious problem in North Jersey and Manhattan. It's going to be sick going from Midtown Manhattan all the way downtown to this area right here because all roads are leading right 5 minutes from me today. I believe there is a game at MetLife. I'm not sure. I believe we have a game here today. I believe it's Ecuador and Germany. So we have a gridlock alert. The knockout rounds start on the 28th. Anybody playing soccer right now in the FIFA is not getting eliminated. They're setting them up for the brackets right now. It's kind of like the preliminary rounds right now. So now on the 28th, the knockout rounds start. I believe the United States of America plays tonight at 10 p.m., I believe. So stay tuned for all of that. All right, what else do we got? Okay. Now, I want to show you something. I was at Frank Sinatra's 75th birthday party. Now, I was at the one at Radio City Music Hall. It was 1990. I was, I guess, 20 years old. I was already mixing it up out there. And Frank Sinatra was 75 in 1990. Okay. So my family gets a whole row at Radio City Music Hall. And it was absolutely incredible. I can't tell you who was there. Liza Minnelli, all his compadres were there. It was the most incredible thing to see. Who was this? Stephen Eady, Eady Gourmet, I believe. I don't know. All these people came on the stage, but he did a show over here at the Meadowlands because he is obviously from New Jersey. So he wanted to do, but his 90th, his 75th, I was there. It was something to see. Now he was starting to lose, Brooklyn, he was starting to lose his thought. And they had the teleprompter in front of him to give him the words to keep him on track. But he said, fuck it. And he went with it natural, Brooklyn. It was beautiful. He just went right through it. And however the words came out, nobody cared. He mixed up the words, but he always did that as an act growing up. And, you know, growing up in the singing industry, he always changed it around and this and that. But he was a cool dude, man. I don't use the word dude. Oh, what a horrible word. He was a cool dude on stage. I got to tell you, seeing him up front in a tuxedo, we had a whole row. My family bought a whole row. And it was just a life experience that I got to experience sitting next to my mother, who just adored Frank Sinatra. But then he came over to the Meadowlands, but we went to the one at Radio City. And this is what it was. Let me see if I can show you the video. Frank Sinatra, 1990, at his concert. Let me see if this plays. This may not play. Let's see if I can get this to work. It may or it may not. Let's see if it works. I don't know. No, it's not playing. Okay, here. Let me see. It won't play. It won't play.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there, touched your hair, then it walked with me.
You can hear his voice.
All summer long, we sang a song, and then we walked on the golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind. Like painted kites, all the days and the nights, they went by and by. The world was new beneath the bright blue umbrella sky. And softer man, the piper man, one day it called to you. And I lost you to the summer wind.
Well, I was there. And it was a magical night. As you can see, he just changes the words. I was fortunate enough to be there. And you can hear he was starting. His voice was going. Not his voice was go. His voice was getting a little tired. But a beautiful moment that I am very grateful for, that my mother got us, my family got us. I don't know who was responsible for getting us those tickets. I have no idea. My mother knew so many people. I have no idea. Delilah, how my mother pulled that off. She knew everybody. So she had those tickets. We got the whole, or my cousin Anthony got them. I don't know if it was my cousin Anthony or my mother. My godmother might have gotten, I don't know, but they all knew everybody. So we had a whole row. My whole family had a whole row. I think it was a wonderful time. Special moment. Yes, 100%. It was a special moment. Yes. Yes, yes. Why am I not seeing Pete Rizolo's comment? It's unbelievable. I can't see Pete's comment. It just matters that you were able to do that with your mom. Yes. And you heard him singing. I mean, he's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to go to another one. Now, here's my dear friend, Bobby Valley, right? You guys know I'm friendly with Bobby Valley, Frankie Valley's kid brother. Now, not many know. So Bobby Valley, throughout his year, he added his brother's stuff to his stuff. He's more of a cover artist. And he runs with his brother's fame, and he makes a nice career out of it. Now, he sounds different than Frankie. Yeah, Pete, why can't I see your comments, Pete? Where are you? Pete, did you block yourself or something? Oh, okay. No, we're good. Okay, we see it now. All right. Okay, thank you, Delilah. Okay, thank you, Brooklyn. Now, Tony Orlando is also a dear friend to a lot of guys. Let's check out Tony Orlando introducing a dear friend of ours, Bobby Valley. Let me see if I could put this up. Now, Bobby Valley has his own style of doing things, and that's just his way. Now, let's see if this works. This may or may not work. I'm going to give this a shot. Let's see Tony Orlando. It's not working. Why?
We have a buddy of mine, Bobby Valley, in this group, brother of Frankie Valley. He pays tribute to his brother with love from his heart. He sings like it's in the blood. You will not believe the voice.
Who loves you, pretty baby?
That's Bobby.
Who's gonna help you through the night? My own true love. My own true love. You're just too good to be true.
We see you, Pete. Yes.
Can't take my eyes off of you.
Oh, he has his own stuff.
I adored you. Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adored you. I got you under my skin. I got you deep in the heart of me, much more than this. I didn't find ways to put me down. Don't let go, girl, we gotta fight. Love between us, hang on, moving. On a Sunday afternoon,
He has his own style.
really couldn't get away too soon. How can I be sure in a world that's constantly changing? How can I be sure where I stand with you? Well, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Don't go away, I'm no good for you. Oh, don't say anything, you'll be good to me. Oh, what a night. Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. Yes, I remember what a night.
And there you have it. That's our boy Bobby Valley. He's a friend. I like him a lot. Bobby's a really good guy. As you can see, he mixes in all different types of music. He doesn't stick to just one type. He moves it all around, which is very cool. Very, very nice. All right, let's see what Uncle Badass has to say today on this Throw It Back Thursday. Where are you, Uncle Badass? Give us our message today. This is for Pete Rizzolo and Mike F specifically.
Fucking morning. It's Thursday. Now get your ass up. Don't you dare coast just because the weekend's in sight. That snooze button is a fucking trap, and you're smarter than that. This is where you prove the last 3 days weren't a fluke. Don't drag yourself out of that bed like it's on fire. Look in the mirror and nod at the baddest motherfucker alive.
Look in the mirror and nod at the baddest motherfucker alive. That is you. It should be you. Okay, look, what else do I got up here? Let's see what else we got up here. Let's see what else we got up here. We're not going to go with that. We're not going to go with that. We're not going to go with that. And we're not going to go with that. We're kind of getting out of here. Wow. We kind of wrapped up everything that we were going to do. We kind of hit every topic that we wanted to hit today. Guys, listen. Please check out Entourage. You will enjoy viewing it. What a great show Entourage was. You should also check out what's the other one? What am I trying to say? What's the other one? I forget. Yeah, Entourage. He was in Entourage. So basically, Kevin Connolly, Entourage. All right, look. Let's get out of here. I'm getting my hat. Who are we showing tomorrow? Who do we have for tomorrow on the spotlight? Who's tomorrow? 176. Wow. We're wrapping up 176. Who is tomorrow? Let me see, Pete. I can't see. Anybody? Can somebody please tell me who we're spotlighting tomorrow on Friday? I know July 1st we're doing Leah Remini. Who is tomorrow? Let me see. Come on, Delilah, where are you? Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Somebody check my thumbnail before we get out of here. Okay. When will I see you again? When will I see you again? Listen, look at me. I'm going on camera for this. Hold on a minute. Let me go back on camera. School is ending. Rolls Royce tomorrow. Great songs, Rolls Royce. All right, that's good. Okay, listen. When will I see you again? School is ending. It's the end of the school year. I see you every day at school. I talk to you every single day at school. So when am I going to see you again? In September? When am I going to hear your voice again? In September? When are we going to have those conversations again? September? Maybe, if it's God's will. But if you're a graduate, kind of the road changes right now. The road changes. And you're leaving on these last days of school to someone you will see next year. Maybe you are working at a school. Maybe you are a principal or whatever you are. And you're going to see the individual in August or September. Some people will not see anybody ever again. Some people graduate, they leave the school, and you see nobody forever. You only hear about it when they pass away, unfortunately. So try to keep those connections. Not everybody can be like the Belleville guys. It's not typical. Hello, Ben, I see you. It's not typical. Belleville is a little different than most places. We kind of do keep in contact in one way or another. Belleville people, we outgrow clothes, not friends. So it's a little bit different. You might think that we outgrew each other. We're just connected like that. We're like twins, all of us. So anyway, when will I see you again is the song that we're going out with, because in reality, when will I see you again? I hope I see you tomorrow morning. I hope to see you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock for coffee. But till then, Sarah Collins, take us out, because I'll see you later. Ciao. 4.
Ooh.
see you again? When will we share precious moments? Will I have to wait forever? Or will I have to suffer and cry alone and blue? When will I see you again? When will our hearts beat together? Are we in love or just friends? Is this the beginning or is this the end? When will I see you again? When will I see you again? When will I see you again? Are we in love or just friends? Is this the beginning or is this the end?